Love X Revenge. Welcome to a story where loss cuts deep, cruelty feels final, and one unexpected voice changes everything forever. Mama died on a Tuesday morning, quietly, the way she lived her last years. No drama, no last words, just a shallow breath, then nothing. My sister Lily and I stood at the foot of the bed in our small rented house, holding hands, too numb to cry. We were 19 and 16, and in that moment, we became something else entirely, unwanted. The landlord came the same evening. He didn't even take off his shoes. He glanced at Mama's covered body, sighed impatiently, and said, "You've got a week. Rent's overdue. Rules are rules." His eyes slid over us as if we were broken furniture. When he left, Lily collapsed onto the floor, sobbing so hard I thought she'd break. We buried Mama 3 days later. No relatives came, no friends. Just us, the priest, and a cold wind that wouldn't stop howling. Mama had always said people showed their true faces when things got hard. Standing there, I finally understood. A week later, we were on the road. 2 backpacks, a little cash Mama had hidden in a jar. Nowhere to go. We walked for hours, past towns that didn't want us, houses with closed curtains, people who looked away when they saw 2 girls asking for work or food. By the 3rd day, Lily's shoes were torn, her feet bleeding. I carried her bag and lied, telling her everything would be fine. I didn't believe it. By evening, the sky turned gray and heavy. We spotted an old farmhouse in the distance, surrounded by fields and a weather-beaten barn. Smoke rose from the chimney. I hesitated. Knocking on another stranger's door meant risking rejection again. But Lily was shivering, her lips pale. "I can't go on," she whispered. So I knocked. The door opened slowly. A tall man in his late 50s stood there, broad-shouldered, face lined by sun and years of hard work. His eyes were sharp, suspicious. A farmer. Exactly the kind of man who wouldn't want trouble. "What do you want?" he asked bluntly. I swallowed. "Our mother died. We were evicted. We just need somewhere to rest. We can work. Anything." He stared at us in silence. Lily clutched my sleeve. I was already bracing myself for the door to slam shut. Instead, he stepped aside. "Come in," he said. "You look half dead." We sat at a rough wooden table while he poured soup into 2 bowls. The smell made my stomach ache. Lily ate like she hadn't seen food in weeks. I forced myself to eat slowly, afraid he'd change his mind. He watched us quietly. After a while, he asked, "What were your parents like?" "Just our mother," I said. "She raised us alone." He nodded, as if that explained everything. "You can stay the night," he said finally. "But in the morning, we talk." I didn't sleep much. Fear kept me awake. Morning always brought endings. At dawn, he woke us and handed us work gloves. "If you're going to stay longer," he said, "you earn it." We worked the fields, fed animals, cleaned the barn. It was exhausting, but honest. For the first time since Mama died, my hands were busy enough to keep my mind quiet. That evening, he called us back to the table. "My name's Henry," he said. "And before you ask, no, I don't take in strays." My heart sank. "But," he continued, "I know what it's like to lose everything." He told us his story then. A wife who died young. A son who blamed him and left, never to return. A farm that nearly went under more than once. He spoke without self-pity, but there was pain in every word. "I survived because one man once showed me mercy," Henry said. "Didn't give me money. Gave me dignity." He looked straight at us. "So here's what I'll say, and you'll remember it for the rest of your lives." We leaned forward, breath held. "No one has the right to throw you away," he said. "Not landlords. Not fate. Not grief. If you're willing to stand on your feet, the world owes you a chance, and you owe it to yourself to take it." Those words hit harder than any kindness we'd received before. "You can stay," he added. "Work, learn, save. When you're ready, you leave on your terms, not because someone pushed you out." Lily started crying. I did too. Not loud, not desperate, just the kind of tears that come when something frozen finally melts. Weeks turned into months. The farm became home. Henry was strict but fair. He taught us how to fix machinery, manage money, negotiate at markets. He treated us not like charity cases, but like people with a future. People in town whispered. Some said we were freeloaders. Others said worse. One day, a woman sneered, "Poor girls clinging to a man for survival." Henry heard her. "These girls are building their lives," he said calmly. "What are you building besides rumors?" She never spoke to us again. I saved enough to enroll in evening classes. Lily discovered she loved animals and wanted to become a vet. For the first time, our dreams didn't feel like jokes. A year later, the landlord who'd evicted us showed up at the farm. He didn't recognize us at first. "I heard you might need workers," he said to Henry. Henry glanced at us, then back at the man. "I don't hire people who kick others when they're grieving," he said. The man flushed and left. That night, Lily asked, "Why did you help us?" "Really?" Henry stared out the window for a long time. "Because if I hadn't," he said, "I'd be agreeing with everyone who said you didn't matter." We left the farm 2 years later. Not because we had to, but because we were ready. Henry hugged us awkwardly, like a man not used to goodbyes. "Remember what I told you," he said. "We always will." Mama's death broke us. Being thrown out taught us how cruel the world could be. But one farmer's words rebuilt everything. No one has the right to throw you away. And that is a truth we will never, ever forget.